Welcome back to the channel. Top most valuable and expensive 5-cent Australian coins, including full design specifications, rare minting errors, and bicentennial gems that could be hiding in your pocket right now. These coins may look small, but their value is colossal, capable of turning you into a millionaire overnight. If you hold one, never spend it, because it may carry unimaginable wealth that can change your life forever. Let's get started. First up, tucked quietly within millions of circulated coins lies a numismatic sleeper, the 1989 Australian 5-cent coin. Common in appearance, but legendary in its potential, this coin has been stirring waves in collector markets thanks to its unexpected rarity, minting variations, and hidden value. Found in change jars, old wallets, and dusty drawers, a rust-colored 1989 specimen in good condition could be your ticket to unbelievable wealth. First introduced in 1966 as part of Australia's decimal revolution, the 5-cent coin may be tiny in size, but carries enormous symbolic weight. And among all its minted years, 1989 has become the most talked about. Why? Because of its invisible scarcity and an array of mysterious anomalies that make certain coins worth not just hundreds, but potentially millions. Let's begin with the obverse design. This side features the right-facing bust of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Maklauf. In a very fine or even rusty condition, the coin still clearly reveals Her Majesty's crown, neckline, and facial detail. But in some rare coins, collectors have discovered ghosting, doubling, and misaligned inscriptions, turning them into treasure-class assets. The reverse side is where the humble coin truly roars. Showcased is the spiny echidna, one of Australia's most iconic and unusual creatures. Designed by Stuart Devlin, the echidna's fine spine detail, circular body, and gentle eye are supposed to be perfectly centered. But in certain 1989 strikes, this image is slightly off-center, misaligned, or even double-struck, and these flaws have fetched insane prices at private auctions. This tiny coin, measuring just 19.41 millimeters in diameter, weighs 2.83 grams, and is made of 75% copper and 25% nickel. Though in many specimens, natural oxidation over decades has created a coppery rust hue that enhances its uniqueness and market value. In fact, collectors often prize a well-aged, rusty patina as a sign of vintage authenticity. So why is the 1989 version of the 5-cent coin so special? One reason is low survival and high grade. Although millions were minted for circulation, very few have survived in collectible quality. And even fewer exhibit the error traits or aging marks now linked with premium valuation, especially in uncirculated rolls accidentally held by banks or found in old family estates. The real jackpot: coins with cut errors, where parts of the design appear bubbled due to die breaks or planchet flaws, which affect the coin's surface texture and coloration. One verified 1989 5-cent coin with such features was rumored to have fetched over 125,000 Australian dollars in a secretive overseas transaction. Then there's the die clash variety, where outlines of the obverse are faintly visible on the reverse and vice versa, due to improper striking. These rare anomalies have turned ordinary-looking coins into six-figure masterpieces, especially when verified by grading agencies like PCGS or NGC. Even more rare is the missing or double rim error, where the coin's edge appears melted or doubled. These are often dismissed as damaged coins, until experts spot the minting flaw. If your 1989 coin has an odd rim, rough border, or two overlapping outlines, you may be holding a fortune. Auction houses around the world, from Sydney to Singapore, are actively chasing high-grade or uniquely flawed 1989 coins. Many collectors now believe it to be the black swan coin of the Australian decimal era, capable of turning modest collections into billion-dollar stories. And this isn't just hype. Historical market behavior backs the claim. In the last 10 years, error-ridden low-denomination coins have exploded in value, especially as younger investors seek compact, tangible, and historically significant items. The 1989 5-cent coin hits every mark. If you own one in a rusty but clearly detailed condition, don't clean it, ever. Rust, in this case, may actually be natural copper oxidation, which can increase desirability. Preservation is key, store it in an airtight holder, and get it professionally graded. Combine the physical features with the historical context. The late 1980s saw shifting economic policies, mint process refinements, and increased automation. That's when subtle minting errors slipped through, now making coins like the 1989 5 cent a hidden relic of a changing nation. The coin represents more than money. It's a snapshot of Australian resilience, design excellence, and post-colonial pride. Holding one isn't just about profit. It's about owning a tiny chapter of national history cast in copper and nickel. With market rumors swirling of record-breaking bids, private collectors and hedge funds are reportedly buying up rare 5 cent errors in bulk, betting on a massive valuation spike over the next decade. If you own a 1989 coin with a flaw or unique patina, you're already sitting on a gold mine. In conclusion, if you have the 1989 Australian 5 cent coin, especially in rusty but defined condition, don't spend it. Don't trade it. Don't dismiss it. It may be the rare financial miracle you never knew you had, a modest coin with the power to change your life, your wealth, and your future. It's not just small change, it's a billionaire's gateway in disguise. Next up, hidden in plain sight. The 1988 Australian 5 cent coin has risen to legendary status among serious coin collectors. At first glance, it seems like any other tiny silver piece passed through generations of hands. But look closer, some variants hold astonishing secrets. This coin, when minted with rare die errors, off-metal strikes, or unique oxidation, has commanded unbelievable prices, shocking collectors and transforming everyday people into overnight millionaires. This particular year, 1988, marked the Australian bicentenary, celebrating 200 years since the first fleet's arrival. That alone elevates its importance, even though the 5 cent piece did not feature an overt commemorative design. But certain 1988 strikes may carry unseen bicentennial value, especially through minting anomalies that occurred during a historically significant time in Australia's coinage history. The obverse of this coin, featuring the regal profile of Queen Elizabeth II, was sculpted by Raphael Maclouf. It's a sophisticated portrait, showcasing Her Majesty adorned with the girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. On well-preserved coins, this design still glistens. But in circulation-grade coins with light wear or discoloration, doubling of letters, rotated dies, or ghost images can signify immense hidden value. The reverse of the 1988 5 cent coin features one of the most distinctive and beloved symbols of Australian wildlife, the short-beaked echidna. This intricate design by Stuart Devlin captures the spiny mammal coiled around the center, its eyes and snout beautifully etched. Certain mint errors, such as off-center echidna strikes, double echidnas, or missing spine details have propelled their worth to jaw-dropping levels. This coin measures 19.41 millimeters in diameter, weighs 2.83 grams, and is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel. But what sets certain 1988 coins apart are striking irregularities, including planchet flaws, discoloration, and rough textured surfaces, especially those that have oxidized into copper red or rusty hues, sought after by elite collectors. Though not minted as a commemorative, the 1988 date alone carries immense prestige due to its historical relevance. In a year filled with celebratory coinage, the humble 5 cent piece quietly emerged with some experimental strikes, misaligned dies, and rare metallic variations, possibly test pieces that were accidentally released into circulation. What makes the 1988 5 cent coin even more mysterious is the persistent rumor among collectors that a small batch of coins was struck on foreign planchets or with rejected blanks, resulting in lightweight or miscolored coins. These rarities are thought to exist in extremely low numbers and may already be sitting unnoticed in household change jars. One collector in Western Australia reportedly sold a 1988 5 cent coin with a cut die break and severe rotation error for over 87,000 Australian dollars in a private auction. That coin, though discolored and worn, had enough uniqueness to spark a bidding war among international numismatic investors. Other rare 1988 pieces feature incomplete strikes, clipped planchets, or repunched dates. These features are subtle, often overlooked by amateurs, but once confirmed by experts or grading services like PCGS or NGC, can send the coin's value skyrocketing well into six-figure territory. The legend of the rusted riches is real. Collectors are now specifically hunting for coins that exhibit oxidation, rainbow toning, or reddish-brown copper-like patina, indicating natural aging of the copper content in the alloy. These visual anomalies, once dismissed, are now seen as hallmarks of rare environmental exposure and historical authenticity. Keep in mind, in 1988, the Royal Australian Mint was pushing technological transitions. Changes in machinery and die maintenance during the bicentennial period resulted in fluctuating strike quality, making that year a gold mine for varieties. The 5-cent coin, being a low-priority denomination, received less scrutiny, allowing error coins to sneak into public circulation. If you own a 1988 5-cent coin, particularly in very fine condition or with noticeable oddities, your best step is to preserve it in a soft flip or airtight capsule. Never clean it, as this can instantly destroy collector value. Instead, consider professional grading to reveal its true status and protect your wealth, with whispers of elite collectors offering up to $1.2 million AUD for specific 1988 coins with full die rotation and overstrike errors. The stakes have never been higher. The 5-cent coin, long thought to be the least valuable, may now hold more worth than some gold bars. Social media and YouTube influencers have begun showcasing their own 1988 finds, sparking a grassroots coin-hunting frenzy across Australia. Families are rummaging through old drawers and coin tins, because one small, rusty, overlooked coin might be the missing piece in a multi-million-dollar collection. In a world where crypto rises and falls, the solid, tangible beauty of a rare Australian coin, especially one from a bicentennial era, offers stability and potential riches. If you've got a 1988 5-cent with a quirk, misalignment, or just a mysterious look, hold it tight. Your financial miracle may already be in your pocket. To wrap it up, the 1988 Australian 5-cent coin, often dismissed as pocket lint, may in fact be your billionaire's lottery ticket in metal form. It's the dark horse of the numismatic world, a potential legend disguised as loose change. If you find one, protect it with your life, because it might just change yours forever. Next up. At first glance, the 1998 Australian 5-cent coin seems mundane, a sliver of silver passed around for minor purchases. But in the world of coin collecting, it's not always about the face value. It's about the flaws, errors, rarity, and history embedded in that tiny disc of metal. For 1998, this coin has surfaced in mysterious forms, including rare minting misfires and edge abnormalities that have stunned collectors. The coin's obverse features the regal effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. This portrait, introduced in 1998 itself, marked a fresh depiction of the monarch, one that showed her in a more mature and unembellished form. This specific obverse was only introduced in this very year, making it the first Australian 5-cent coin to carry this new royal profile. That gives it historical significance right away. The reverse design, by master engraver Stuart Devlin, features the iconic short-beaked echidna, an animal found nowhere else in the world but Australia. This echidna is curled with its long snout forward, flanked by detailed spines, an intricate engraving that stands as one of Devlin's finest. Certain 1998 coins have surfaced with partial missing spines, struck through grease errors, and even ghost doubling, making them highly collectible. This coin measures 19.41 millimeters in diameter and weighs 2.83 grams, struck in 75% copper and 25% nickel. These specifications may sound standard, until you consider that a handful of 1998 pieces have surfaced off metal, appearing on blanks intended for other denominations or countries. These rare anomalies are valued into the thousands, sometimes even tens of thousands, by expert collectors. Some of the most valuable 1998 5-cent coins have been identified with double-struck errors, where the coin was struck more than once, but off alignment. The result is a chaotic, beautiful pattern of overlaid echidna limbs or partially shifted queen's bust. In circulation condition, such errors may be faint but visible under magnification, and their value is astronomical. Another jackpot variant of the 1998 5-cent coin includes the broad strike error, where the collar die fails to contain the metal, resulting in an oversized, warped coin with a smooth edge. These are extraordinarily rare and fetch 4 to 5-figure prices when confirmed. Toning and color anomalies also impact value. A standard 1998 5-cent coin should appear bright silver, but those that show deep blue, copper red, or rusty brown hues from oxidation or exposure are highly desirable. These natural color changes, especially when accompanied by rare mint errors, are seen as beauty marks by collectors. The circulation mintage of the 1998 5-cent coin was quite high, over 80 million, but that's precisely why mint errors matter. With such volume, the likelihood of unnoticed anomalies increases. Yet very few have surfaced in premium auction markets, indicating that rare varieties may still be hidden in everyday coin jars. One rare collector case in 2020 involved a 1998 5-cent coin with a dramatic die crack across the echidna's body, creating what numismatists dubbed the cracked spine coin. Sold in a private transaction, it fetched over 6,500 Australian dollars, despite visible wear and discoloration. Many 1998 coins in circulation condition may look aged or rough, but don't be fooled. These are the coins that survive decades in public hands. They may carry unnoticed misalignments, minor die chips, clipped planchets, or other mint flaws that, under expert examination, can yield jaw-dropping value. Interestingly, 1998 also marks a transition year for Australian coinage with the Queen's Portrait update, which led to tooling inconsistencies in some denominations. That transition offers fertile ground for collecting rare 5-cent coins struck with slightly misaligned or degraded dies, often only visible under magnification. Hold your 1998 5-cent coin up to the light. Look for anomalies, rim bulges, lettering shadows, off-center echidnas, or ghosted heads slightly rotated. Even the spacing of letters in Elizabeth II or the date alignment can mark a minting error worth thousands. Don't clean or polish the coin. Doing so can destroy its value instantly. Instead, store it in a non-PVC holder or coin flip and get it reviewed by a reputable grading service like PCGS, NGC, or APCGS in Australia. A certified grade or confirmed error multiplies its value exponentially. Collectors and investors are always on the hunt for high-grade or rare error 5-cent coins from 1998. As inflation makes smaller denominations obsolete, these coins grow rarer in circulation. In a few years, even common 5-cent pieces could become prized relics of Australia's monetary past. And remember, not all treasure glitters. The 1998 Australian 5-cent coin, especially in its weathered, circulated condition, may look unremarkable. But if it's struck off-center, misaligned, ghosted, or simply aged in a unique way, it could be your hidden path to fortune. In conclusion, if you're holding a 1998 Australian 5-cent coin that shows unusual toning, strange features, or even feels off, don't spend it, secure it. You may be holding a one-of-a-kind minting error tied to an historic portrait transition, a coin that could unlock wealth beyond imagination. This isn't just pocket change. It could be your ticket to becoming the next billionaire story in the numismatic world. Next up, imagine stumbling across an unassuming 5-cent coin dated 1993, a coin that's smaller than your thumb and light as a whisper, yet could hold within it the potential to make you a millionaire overnight. The coin may look simple, tarnished, even forgettable, but this is no ordinary relic. This is a piece of Australia's economic tapestry with possible rare DNA. And if yours is the right variety, it could be worth a life-changing sum. Minted at the tail end of an era where precision was still mastered manually, the 1993 5-cent coin bears the iconic echidna on its reverse, a creature of both natural beauty and symbolic power. Designed by Stuart Devlin, the spiny echidna crouches in defense, its detailed quills fanning outward. Some rare specimens have surfaced with missing quills, extra metal blobs, and even ghosted doubling, known in numismatics as die errors, each flaw elevating its value to legendary status. Turn the coin over and you'll see the obverse, a mature portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, sculpted by Raphael Maklauf, crowned with the royal diadem. Her gaze is composed, eternal. But pay attention to the finer points. The spacing in Elizabeth II, the alignment of the date, 1993, and the rim. Micro errors here are gold to collectors. If your coin has even the slightest variation, misalignment, ghosting, doubling, you're sitting on a fortune in your pocket. This coin's physical specs seem modest at first. A 19.41 millimeters diameter, 2.83 grams in weight, made of 75% copper and 25% nickel. But these simple specs hide rare anomalies. Coins mistakenly struck on wrong planchets, like foreign blanks or undersized rounds, can command prices up to $20,000 to $50,000 AUD depending on condition and grading. The 1993 mintage was over 58 million, which makes this coin common in theory, but it's not quantity that makes a coin valuable. It's the rarity within the mintage. Rare mint errors like double strikes, rotated dies, clipped planchets, or cut breaks, raised lumps of metal from a broken die, can push a single coin's value into the tens of thousands. The numismatic world prizes these oddities. One of the most famous examples of the 1993 5-cent coin in error is the broad strike variety, where the collar die failed, leaving the coin flattened and rimless. These often go unnoticed by the untrained eye, but a collector will pay a premium worth more than your car. Another rising star is the off-center strike coin. Imagine the echidna creeping up one side, leaving a smooth blank arc on the opposite rim, a dramatic, almost artistic flaw. These can command $1,000 to $7,000 or more, depending on severity and grading. The more dramatic the error, the higher the value. But it's not just errors that matter. Coloration and toning are gold in the collector's market. If your 1993 5-cent coin has aged into a deep bronze, rich blue, or rainbow patina, it becomes a unique art piece, especially if the luster remains. These coins, in very fine condition, could fetch exponential prices at private auctions. Rumors circulate among collectors of an unconfirmed mule error, a 5-cent coin struck with a reverse from a different denomination. While no verified specimen has surfaced yet, even the possibility keeps collectors combing through their coin jars like treasure hunters seeking pirate gold. The Australian market for 5-cent coins is booming, especially as the denomination is slowly being phased out of circulation. This scarcity builds hype. Collectors want full sets, and rare years like 1993 in VF, very fine, or higher grades are essential to complete high-value collections. Supply is shrinking fast. Even a standard 1993 5-cent coin in very fine condition with clean edges, defined details, and minimal wear is highly desirable. Add in any flaw, discoloration, or rarity, and it transforms from a simple coin into a million-dollar artifact. It's not fiction. It's the new reality of numismatic value. Don't clean your coin. That removes vital surface data and plummets the value. Instead, store it in a protective flip, avoid touching it with bare hands, and seek professional grading from PCGS or NGC. A certified mint error or high-grade 1993 coin can multiply its value overnight. Auction houses like Noble Numismatics and Downey's in Australia have quietly sold 5-cent rarities for thousands, especially when connected to notable years like 1993, which marks a turning point in die design and mint practices. Your coin could be next. One single collector in Sydney recently sold a minor error 5-cent coin for over $12,000, citing microscopic doubling and edge anomalies. That coin was raw, not even graded. Imagine what a high-grade verified error could bring. This is your opportunity to change your fortune. So, check your 1993 5-cent coin, hold it under a lamp, inspect the rim, the echidna's quills, and the queen's crown. Listen to the silence, and you might hear the whisper of destiny. This coin may look small, but it could be the financial rocket that launches your future. In conclusion, if you own a 1993 Australian 5-cent coin, don't spend it, don't trade it, and don't underestimate it. Get it assessed. Store it safely, because you just might be sitting on one of the rarest, most valuable miniature treasures in modern Australian coin history. A coin that could truly make you a billionaire overnight.